sit down. I'm talking generational wealth. I'm not new to it, I'm true to it. Trailblazing, I ain't new to it, I'm true to it. That's dedication to the team. Living a dream, come profit with me. Made it mean I'm selling it coffee and tea. Grinding till like coffee beans. Living up my community. Now I need more assets and less liability. Gonna buy the whole block up, and it's all because of Tava, Turn nothing into something with a mindset of abundance where overflowing, 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 overflowing.
Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. You're talking about overflowing. I don't know about you, but I just got super excited about overflow. Listen, I'm not going to go churchy on you because you know what's inside of you is going to come out. But listen, I am Vern Gwynn. I am here in Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm super excited for the opportunity to serve you, and especially you. Listen, we have some amazing things going on in Tava Nation, and I am super excited that we are in the season of overflow. Listen, we have an amazing young lady that's going to join me a little later, but I am here to ensure you that we are here to stay. What does that mean? When you are planted, then all you have to worry about is how you are fed. As they say, one will water, the other as it's planted, the increase comes. And so we are super excited. Look, let's go ahead and talk about Monday Night Live. We have Empress Charlita on here that's going to, Sharita actually, Marie, who's going to come on. She's here 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, and 6 p.m. Pacific to give you some Monday night business overviews. And then let's talk about our Tuesday night broadcast with the one and only our CEO and founder, Mr. Kenny E. Lloyd. That is Tuesday, May 30th, 2023. He is going to be live in person, and it's going to be our hour of power. Listen, if it goes over an hour, it's okay because we got the right man in place. And let's not forget about our wealth building Wednesday with the one and only our Director of Operations, Ms. Lachelle Pierre. And we have someone that is from that Houston area that is doing everything that she needs to do when it comes to multiple streams of income. Miss Bonita Billings is doing something that makes us all happy. She has Bees Wine Bar, and that Houston area is really growing. And so we want you to be on there just to support what is going on in our Tava Nation. And listen, I'm super excited that we have paid a little bills, as they call it, when you do the announcements and advertisement. But the awesome thing is when you are doing what you do for your business and you're building your business, that overflow will come. I see you, Stacy. I see everyone there. Tequila, I see you there. Listen, I'm super excited to train just a little bit today, y'all. Just a little bit. So, of course, you know, my day job, I am a president of one of the largest banks here in North America. That's right. It is Truist Bank. And our purpose, mission, and value is simple. It is here to inspire and build better lives and communities. And so I enjoy what I'm doing. And so when I got that call from our corporate team asking, hey, can you do a little bit about finances today? You know, my answer was yes, and yes, because, you know, the most important thing is understanding what you have so you can do what you need to do with it. I'm going to say that one more time. Understanding what you have so you can do what you need to do with it. And so what we want to do is make sure here at Tava, we are trustworthy. That's a part of the Truist guidelines that you're carrying. We have one team. We're going to see success. But the most important thing with your finances is we want to make sure that you have happiness. And so, guys, I'm going to just gump everything back, okay? Back to the basics. And so I'm going to ask you to go on a journey with me. We got about 45 minutes this morning. And so I'm going to take my time. I know most of the time Y'all see me when I'm super excited and I'm preaching on here, but I'm going to take my time a little bit today. And the reason why I'm going to take my time is because I definitely want everyone that's attached to us to win. And so if you take a journey a few years ago, when our CEO and founder, Kenny Lloyd, said, hey, listen, I want to put together a community of individuals that collectively will grow and expand our communities. And so we all got excited and we said, yeah, we're going to do it. And so this is the time to do it. And so the most important thing that we're going to talk about, it's a nasty B word. Yeah, that nasty B word. You know what that B word is? Budgeting. I'm not stuck. I know budgeting sounds like you're broke, or budgeting sounds like you just don't have it. Budgeting sounds like kryptonite to some of us because we want to spend how we want to spend. But the most important thing that you can do is budget, because the word says write the vision and make it plain. And so therefore, if you're writing the vision of your life, then the most important thing in budgeting is writing that budget out. I know we're here in Tava. Some of us have 9 to 5s. And so we have our income that's there. And then we have Tava that's additional income. Some of us live over the overflow of Tava's income because they're making enough to do that. And so we make no income claims here, but I'm just telling you how to budget what you have. So what does that look like, Vern Gwynn? I'm so glad you asked. And so when you talk about budgeting, you have to realize and understand what your total net income is minus your total monthly expenses. I'm going to say that again. Your total net income minus your total monthly expenses gives you your disposable income. If your income is more than your expenses, you're good, right? But if your expenses are more than your income, then we have a problem. And so what I've learned in budgeting, you guys, when I was young, you know, most know I grew up between Detroit and San Diego, 2 different sides of the world, but you know what it is, right? And so I knew there was a time when I could go to a dealership and buy a car cash, right? Was that the best thing to do? No, because I didn't budget for it. At that time, had I saved the money that I bought cash, I could have probably bought 4 or 5 homes in the metropolitan Detroit area. And today we'll be having a different conversation about how all of the real estate that I had, instead of spending $70,000 on a car, I could have spent $2,000 down and paid monthly payments, but purchased a few homes at that time. But at the end of the day, I didn't know what, you know, the best way was. And so that may be yourself. Hey, I'm going to go buy a car cash. Please don't. We're going to take the total net income minus the expenses, and we're going to use the bank's money a little bit to do what we have to do. And so when you talk about budgeting, you guys, someone told me this at a very early age, and I'm super excited that I was connected to individuals that understood what tithing looked like. So 1/10 of my money is automatically set aside for tithing, right? Before, well, I'm not going to say before. You always pay yourself first. So write that down. Pay yourself first. You have to decide what's the most important things to you of how you save. I can't tell you save 10%, 20%, 30%. That's up to you. You know what your situation looks like. But if and when you're giving God 10%, you have to pay yourself. So if you're going to pay God 10% and you want to pay yourself 20%, that's perfectly fine. So you make sure you put that up. So how many accounts is that, Mr. Gwynn? Well, we know we have a regular account. For the household, you may have a savings account, right? And then you may have an emergency account. So you may pay yourself in that emergency account out of sight, out of mind, right? You want to make sure that it is put aside for whatever you have. And so 20%, Vern, that just don't, that ain't a lot of, ain't a lot of money. Let's talk about maybe $3,000. We got $3,000 in that pay cycle. And out of that, 300 went over to, and I'm a writer, so I'm going to write that down. 300 went over to tithes. So if you're doing 20%, 600 may go over to paying yourself. So now $900 of that money is already gone. And so now we have to break down every expense we have. And I'm going to tell you something. I understand we are grown. We have families. Some of us have grandchildren, and, we want to spend our money. But it's important to even budget out lunches. You guys, I mean, you see the signs of the time. You see where we are in these United States of America. And so if you're not budgeting today, after today's call, I ask you, actually, I plead with you to start budgeting, because if the house meets and things go awry, we want you to make sure that you're okay. It's good to be fine. It's good to be, your health is your wealth. That's right. But a part of your main health is your financial acumen. And I'm super excited that I'm with a company that is worried, especially about how we build and grow our business so that our generational wealth for our children's children can pass down. Okay. And so if you already have $900 out of the equation, out of your $3,000, and you have other bills and expenses, you want to make sure that by the end of the week, day, hour, because I realize that sometimes people say we have paycheck to paycheck moments, but we won't if we start budgeting. When you budget, there has to be a SMART goal, okay? What that means is simple. SMART, S is specific. Be as specific. I just muted myself. Be as specific as possible of what you want to do. For example, if you want to go on vacation with your friends and family, then you want a vacation to Bali account. And that is specific. Every time you get paid, you're going to contribute money to that Bali account. The worst thing you can do is just be vague with anything that you do. Remember, we said, write the vision, make it plain, right? And so you want to say, Bali account, this is what's going to, this is what you're going to do. The reason why is you just can't say, I want to go on vacation. You have to plan to go on vacation. People don't plan to fail. They fail to plan. And so in this next season, going into third quarter, I know we're going to June. So July, August, September, October, November, December, that's 2 quarters of the end of the year. Start now so that in July, you know exactly what's going on. At the end of the year, October, we normally have an event, right? If you start budgeting today, then that event cost to you would not be a burden. The hotel, the flight, whatever it is, it won't be a burden because you've set aside and you're specifically saying this money is for that. The M is measurable, right? If you don't measure your goal, then you don't know whether you're going to achieve it. So if you're saying I'm going to Bali, in Bali, I want $3,000 to save for spending and things of that nature, then that means that $3,000 is the measurable goal. When you put that money in the account, if you only have $500, then you know you need $25 more. You can measure yourself going up to that $3,000 number. What I love about things that are measurable is we are individuals of instant gratification, right? You want to drop 5 pounds in 5 days. You want to look sexy. So, you want to make sure that collagen is right. So those are the things that are instant. I want to see it. I want to know it. And so the measurable piece goes to and feeds to that instant part of who you are. That triggers your brain. Oh, I got $750 now. And so I'm doing it, right? And so that's what you want to do. When it's measurable, you can actually take score. The next thing is attainable. Now, I want us all to be realistic. In this wonderful world of multi-level marketing, no, you're not going to be a millionaire in 3 weeks, okay? You didn't put the work in. And so when it's attainable, it's realistic. I always say in any form that I'm in, the truth does not need any supporting documents. I'm going to say that again. The truth does not need any supporting documents. What does that mean? The truth is the truth. And so once you have a goal that's attainable, sometimes your attainable goal can scare the hell out of you. That's a difference. That's a stretch, but it's still attainable. So let's make sure the attainable goal may scare the hell out of you, but it's still realistic to you, okay? And so what you want to do is the $3,000 is a nice number. It's a round number. If you're making $3,000 a month, that 10% of that is going to your tithes, 20% is going to yourself, 5% may go to your actual trip to Bali, right? And so, 5% of that is about $150. So now you got that $150 that you're sending over there out of that $3,000 a month. And so, if you need, now that's the key. If you need 3,000, but you only have 6 months, then that $500 a month will help you satisfy that, right? And so if you're only putting 5%, which is $150, then what you have to do is, you normally pay it twice. That's only $300. So you're not close to your goal. And so you have to set a realistic amount so that you can do it. I'm breaking these numbers down in layman terms and just real simple, just so you realize that when you have automatic things come out of your account, Hulu, Netflix, MTV, whatever these little subscriptions are, they're $5 and $10, but they're not $5 and $10 at the end of the month. That's $150 because accumulatively it has added up, and it adds up really quickly. I mean, just try, drinking Starbucks every day for a year. That's what, $5 a day, $150 a month, what, $1,800 a year. Yeah, you just stop that one little trend, and you can see your Bali trip, you can see your new car, you can see, whatever it is that you have. So we're talking about attainable. The next thing is relevant. In your SMART goals, everything has to be relevant, right? We are all independent business owners here at Tava Nation, right? And so why are we doing this? The reason why we're doing this is so this SMART goal, I'm going to Bali, and what Bali's going to do, it's going to refresh me. It's going to relieve me of life that has been lifing for the last 10 months, right? This Bali trip is going to give me what I need so that when I come back from Bali in December, January, February, March, all of that, I'm going to propel my business and I'm going to run for whatever it is that you're doing for 2024. So because it's relevant, then you know that it's a priority to you. You realize that now you're not physically fatigued, right? Because you planned for it. Once we plan for things and it's sitting there and available to us, even when emergencies happen, it's not, I've lost everything. It is, hey, listen, I got you. I can take care of it. The last thing, a part of your SMART goals, is time bound. And so, like I said, if it's June and you're leaving out in December, then you have to put a solid date and solid stamp on that. It has to be time bound. Who wants to say, I want to save $5,000 one day? I'm not stuck. One day I'm going to save what are you saving $5,000 for, right? I'm going to save $5,000 before March 31st, 2024. And that $5,000 is going to afford me to do something special. What is that something special? The specific something special is I'm going to buy my mom a new stove. That's a part of SMART goals and budgeting. Now, I know I went really, really elementary on us. And the reason why is because we need to take it back to the basics, you guys. I know I may have doctors on here, lawyers on here, multimillionaires, thousandaires. But at the end of the day, these basics apply to us all. Okay. And so for that, when you're budgeting, when you're getting back to the basics of your finances, you want to start creating short-term goals and long-term financial goals. And so with that, I would say 1 year, 2 to 5 years, and then 10 years. And so if you're home, you can actually start it, write it down. 1 year, I want to do this. 2 to 5 years, this is what I'm going to do. And in 10 years, this is what I want to do. I've learned that when you do write it down and start to say it, it becomes real. I'm going to say that one more time. When you write it down and you begin to say it, it becomes real because words are life. Life comes from here. It's words. And so what I want you to do is 1 year, 5 years, 10 years. And in that time and space, we want them to be SMART goals. Everything that we do moving forward, we can put on a SMART method and you'll see how life changes. You know, you guys used to see my face all the time, but there are times in life when you have to reset. And so that's what happened to Vern Gwynn for the win. I had to reset because if I didn't reset, then how can I pour from an empty vessel to sow or pour into someone else? And so what I'm telling you guys is even today, some of us just have to reset. We are in the last few days of the month of May. So today is May 27, 2022. We will never see another May 27, 2022. 23. Wow. That's crazy. 2023. We'll never see that again. And so the time that we spend now to reset is going to allow us to be better for our children, our children's children, and our children's children. Because I'm telling you, I realize and understand the individuals that are connected to us here in Tava Nation, you're connected because you really want to build better lives and communities around you. You want to make sure that individuals around you know that your health is your wealth. You know, when you talk about your health is your wealth, it's a full package. It is your physical, right? Your internal, your external. Yeah, we want to lose weight and look good. You know, we definitely have our TavaVerse where it's assisting us with credit and making sure that we're in the spaces that the world is building out. So we are going according to the signs of time, but your health being your wealth starts here in your mental. And so, you know, I want to make sure that everyone that's connected to me, their mental is there. So even publicly, I speak complete mental health to everyone that's listening, everyone that's had a struggle, everyone that's had a problem. I speak that you have everything within you and everything that you know to do. Because again, we're talking about health. We're talking about Tava Nation. We're talking about finances. We're talking about budgeting. And when you have all of these things together, then you know that this is how you're building who you are. And so the most important piece of it is that your health being your wealth allows you opportunities to do things. You guys hear me say often that what is my favorite saying? Collaboration is the next form of currency, right? And so the individual that's going to come up after me, it's all about collaboration, you guys. You're talking about getting attached to someone else whose strength is better than yours in a specific area, right? And so when you are able to leverage someone else's success, when you're able to leverage someone else's anointing, someone else's gift, what does that do? That allows you to propel, as well as it allows whatever part of your business that you're in, it allows it to go to another level because you have the expert in the room. It's okay for us all not to be the expert. So we're talking about financials, right? I may glean or have great financial acumen. And so what are you going to do? You're going to lean on Vern Gwynn, because even if I don't make a penny off of it and you start to grow, what happens is whatever your gifts are, the money allows you to move into a different area, right? And now you have the time to start to go out. Just like an octopus with tentacles, that's just how we should be. Here in Tava, we have everything that we need. And listen, you guys, I'm still on the same topic, budgeting. We have everything that we need here at Tava. I know we have doctors, we have attorneys, we have judges, we have nurses, we have small business owners, we have large business owners. And so at that point, as we're building our communities and understanding what we need, we have to have our SMART goals there. And so I'm going to say something that resonates when I'm out in the market. My job is simply financial literacy on a large spectrum, whether I am at a high school, elementary school, a Fortune 500 company. I just had a pleasure of speaking with our Noble, which is a lot of the African-American leaders in law enforcement. And I'm going to tell you this. The information that I talked about today, budgeting, I started talking about 12 years ago, but I didn't do what I said I would do, right? And so I am very financially well off. I can do whatever I want when I want to, and I'm not bragging on that because that's my life outside of Tava Nation. But what I'm telling you is, and I'm being transparent, the information that I had, I was so busy pouring into others that I would just do a little bit for myself. It wasn't until about 15 months ago when I decided to go through the principles of what I'm speaking to you all about. And now I can tell you, you know the song, I can see clearly now the rain is gone, right? I see everything that I've been talking about coming to full fruition, and it feels good. And so not only am I telling you to say, I'm not only talking about the products, I'm actually the president. I am here in full effect, letting you know that Vern Gwynn took himself and he put himself on a budget. I have that special account for when I want to do things. Hint, we talked about our conferences coming up. Anything that happens, the cruise that's coming up. There's so many things that's coming up that we have access to, but we want to make sure that we are at every event that we qualify for. I know you've heard that before. So listen, I'm going to switch gears a little bit, and I'm going to talk about Tava News. Now, Tava News has been sent out on Saturday, and it's going to include our specials. But go ahead into there, you guys. I went on it earlier. It has some amazing information on there. Let me see if I can pop back into it real quick while you guys are here with me. But amazing information that I loved, and it gave me just insight of where we're going. And so remember, write the vision, make it plain. Tava News. How are you small business owners and you don't know what's going on with the company? I love how Rock and the team came together. We got that news out to you so you know. But in there, you'll know that this weekend we have a sale going on. We have that 20 fine on sale. So you're talking about, collagen, getting yourself together, 50% off the 60-day supply. And we also have the 30-day supply that is going to give you 50% off, and it's $99. Now listen, I just told y'all I'm a numbers man. So we know 6-day is $28, 30-day is $99. So it takes 5-6 days to get to a 30-day. So 5 times 28, 30 times 5 is 150. Take $10 off of that. 140. Do you want to pay $140 or $99? I think the $99 is the best one. So go ahead and get that 30-day supply so that you have what you're doing and you have what you need in the products that we have. Something else we're going to talk about is our morning encouragement call, Monday through Friday. It is at 6 a.m. Central, 7 a.m. Eastern, and 4 a.m. Pacific. And I'm going to actually start getting on that call because it's important how you start your day, you guys. And so you see, we have the one and only Miss Tanya Rockmore and Miss Rosalind Boyd there. And it's a morning encouragement call. We want to let you know that we care, and how we care is here. So we definitely do what we can do. Listen, I'm going to switch gears. We're talking about finances. We're talking about, what we're doing, how we're doing it. And so I got a testimony. Back in the day, they talked about, you got to testify. So I got a testimony. I want to send a huge congratulations to Camille. See, Camille is plugged in. She is doing what she needs to do, and she's taking advantage of when the teacher appears, the students are there, whatever they say, because what she was able to do, you guys, is she took advantage of the next young lady that's coming on, Miss Breona Anderson. She took advantage of this financial education regarding credit. She purchased 2 cars with not one, but 2 cars within the last few days, and she has launched her new Turo business. And so I know that Miss Camille is going to be reaching out to me at Truist Bank or somebody close to Truist to get her new business account, hint, hint, so that she can continue to run her Turo business. But when you talk about Miss Camille has 3 vehicles now, 2 that she'll be using for her Turo business and 1 that she drives. And what we can tell you is she's already celebrated some success on booking her Turo client. So right now, today, on Saturday, that cash is flowing and it's going to allow her to pay for all 3. A Range Rover and a Tesla. So not only regular cars, these are premium cars, okay? A Range Rover and a Tesla. Come on, somebody. Premium. And you know how people are. They do what they do. So I need you to perk your ears up, get ready, because this young lady that I'm bringing on, Miss Breona Anderson, she is the credit educator. She is on our Tava Speaks at 6 p.m. every week on Tuesday nights. In 1 week, let me tell you this. In 1 week, she hit the rank of supervisor being here in Tava. And so she understands credit and she understands residual income and she understands building a successful business. And so I just need to know, is Miss Breona Anderson out there? And I'm super excited to take my notes. I got my pen and my paper. Miss Breona, welcome to the show, and thank you for your gifts. I'm sure you and I are going to connect because we have a lot of synergy together. But go ahead and take it away, honey.
Thank you so much. And I just want to say, what an amazing training that you led this morning on, the power of setting smart goals and budgeting. I'm telling you guys, no matter how far or how high your financial self gets, you cannot never plan for your future. My name is Breona Anderson, and I'm super excited to be here with you guys tonight for this powerful Saturday training. Listen, yes, let's shout out to Camille. Camille is actually one of the testimonials recently, but we have so many within the last month, guys. So many testimonials, but literally Camille was on the credit training last Tuesday, and she got the play and she ran with it on how to go and just pick up the check from the bank with no money down, how to have leverage. That's our topic for today, how to leverage your knowledge, how to leverage your financial education, how to leverage being in charge of the situation, because that's exactly what Miss Camille did. She went into the bank and Miss Camille told them, she said, you know what? This is what I need. This is what I'm about to do. And you know what the bank said? They said, come and get a check. And I love it. And so my name is Breona Anderson, guys, again, and I'm super excited to be here with you guys. And I want to tell you guys this, if you haven't got a pen in your paper already, shame on you, because Mr. Vern has already laid out so many nuggets. And I'm just going to add on to what he's saying, because right now we're in a season, a time in history now when one of the greatest things to do is become financially illiterate. Like, you need to know literacy. You need to know education. You need to know exactly what you need to do to change your situation, to properly position yourself to be a generational wealth builder. And not only that, but you need to know how to become asset minded. And so today, as we're talking about the power of leveraging your business, for those of you guys who are part of Tava, TavaVerse, Tava Health, Tava Fit, we are 3 divisions now in one platform, which is absolutely amazing. And let me stop right there and shout out to our founders, Mr. Kenny and Mrs. Shantae Lloyd, who realized that it only takes a small amount of people to really make a big change. And I'm telling you guys right now, we're in one of the greatest times in history where Tava is taking a shift. And as you guys can see the arc in our logo, we are making the call to tell people to jump on the arc right now, because where we are going is a place that, I want to say, direct sales, multi-level marketing has ever been. But I'm just going to say the place families has never been. Like, the financial education that we've been sharing on TavaVerse platform, how to leverage assets, how to set up your business structures, how to properly set up building a bankable brand, how to leverage systems and automations, how to become the bank, how to structure deals, how to get those credit scores up high. Like it's definitely unheard of. And I want to share with you guys on today. Let me plug this in. This Tuesday night, our CEO is doing a Tuesday night special, Hour of Power with Mr. CEO, Mr. Kenny Lloyd. And I definitely want you guys to go ahead and set your alarms right now to be on, because we want to know what is on the mind of the visionary. Where is TavaVerse, TavaFit? Where are we going? Because we're going higher, we're going greater, but we always want to stay connected to our visionary. And so make sure you plug that in for next Tuesday night with that Tuesday night Hour of Power special, Mr. CEO, Mr. Kenny Lloyd. I'm excited today to be here with you guys. One of the things I want to share with you guys on is really leveraging your business. Leveraging your business to build sustainable success. You know, right now we are in one of the greatest times in history where the e-commerce business is $1 trillion industry. Somebody write in the chat, $1 trillion industry. And right now, I don't think people understand that the most used device right now is a cell phone. In the comments, you guys are blowing it up with fires. Drop a fire in the chat if you pick up your phone every hour on the hour. Like, let's just be honest and let's just be real. Like, the phone right now, you know, a cell phone, it could be a blessing, it could be a curse. But for those of you who are in business, as independent business owners, as entrepreneurs, you got to understand that your greatest tool is right here. And one of the things that you have to not be is a consumer, but a producer. All right, a producer. How does that matter to Tava's today, to Tava's training? Well, when you become a producer and not a consumer, you are leveraging the tools that you have right in front of you to change your financial future. Let me tell you guys about this. From this phone, I built multiple six-figure companies. From this phone, right? I've connected with thousands of people all around the world that I don't even know. Like, I didn't have to get on a plane. I didn't have to book a hotel. Listen, all I had to do was drop in the chat, was connect. And a lot of you guys are not leveraging your connections properly. Let me tell you guys something. Right now, Tava, as an e-commerce business, have given us 3 divisions in one platform, which literally means that you can connect with any division that we offer and build a I'm not going to say the word, something amount business. Listen, whatever number you want to plug in, Miranda, whatever number you want to plug in, Sonia, Cedric, you have the opportunity to build a whatever number type of business. And so a lot of people right now, they don't understand that. That right there is changing the game in business. See, I was talking to a lady the other day and she said, you know what, Breona, can I send you my resume? I want you to look over my resume. And I love our 9-to-5 workers. I love our career workers. I'm not against that, but I'm telling you guys right now, I'm the wrong person to talk to because I leverage entrepreneurship. I leverage being in the driver's seat. I leverage being able to say that today I'm going to build, I want to make $1,000 in the next 10 minutes. I want to leverage the power of my e-commerce business and share the health opportunity to 20 people today. I want to share the TavaVerse opportunity to change some people's financial minds today. I want to touch about 50 people. See, I don't want to sit and wait a whole hour for $10 when I can make $1,000 in a second. Come on, that's the power of an e-commerce business. And so when we're talking about financial planning, many of you guys are not understanding first the opportunity that's available to you to build the income you need to invest. And this is what I love about the Tava platform. You get an opportunity to earn, and now we have an opportunity to learn. What am I saying? So if I put the phone and the machine and the vehicle in your hand, and all you got to do is run with it. And income, listen to me, income is a formula. If you guys want to write that down, income is a formula. Just like you have a formula to success, just like you have a formula in school, just like there's a formula to budgeting, there's a formula to scaling your business, there's a formula to marketing, there's a formula to income. And one of those formulas is leveraging, listen to me, leveraging the tools that's in your hand. All right. And so if you want to become an asset builder, if you want to become an investor asset minded, you got to first think income. You got to first understand the power of Tava giving you the opportunity, a way to build your income portfolio, a way to make money, a way to make an income, and a way to change lives, because it's always impact over income. But the first thing you got to understand is if you don't impact, there will be no income. How can I invest? How can I financially plan if my business is not making enough money or money at all? Well, it's not about what you make. It's about what you do with what you make. And I want you guys to write this down, because some of you guys, your income is limited because your why is not big enough. You haven't leveraged the power of your why enough. See, my why was more than just I don't want to sit in nobody's job. It's more than that. My why started being, how many people's lives can I touch that's going to shift their credit scores, that's going to get them the funding they're needed, that's going to get them access to capital, that's going to be one person coming together with 5 other people, right? They can form an LLC. They can go and buy a whole block. See, I started thinking about impact. I was like, wow, how can I touch one family all over the world? Each family can change a whole generation, a whole bloodline. And so I had to start leveraging my why, because my income, when you start seeing your income capped and it's not going higher, it's not going bigger, your momentum starts to leave. You want to know why? It's because you're losing the leverage of your why. And so one of the key to financial planning, I know it's not popular, but you got to get your why intact. See, the why is at the top of my financial planning list, because I can't become an investor. I can't get on TavaVerse and learn from my visionary, Dr. Jewel Taker. Shouts out to her, one of the greatest real estate moguls and mentors I ever met in my life. She teaches you not how to think small, but how to think big, because it takes the same amount of time and effort to think small than it does to think big. See, that why has to be at the top of even your financial planning before you start budgeting, before you start investing, before you start building your business, because it's going to be the momentum and the discipline that keeps you going. Watch this, when you don't see enough money just yet. Come on. And so your income will always be limited if your why is not big enough. You got to leverage your why. Come on, there comes a times when you have to really enjoy the work of your hands. You know, I love what he just opened up. You know, it's a scripture that talks about God's people will enjoy the works of their hands. And I love this company because it's just free. It just, you can feel the power of God all over it. But the Bible says that they will build houses and dwell in them. They will plant vineyards and eat of their own fruit. No longer will they build houses and other people are living in them, or plant and other people eat, for they will be the builders and the eaters, meaning you're going to enjoy the fruit of your labor. And so for those of you in Tava, right, in the TavaVerse platform is literally a financial education platform. That's all it is. It's a financial education platform. It's hard asset education coming in an e-commerce based form business, giving you the opportunity to learn why 75% of American teens lack confidence in their knowledge of personal finance, right? Why 25% of Americans say they don't have anyone they can go and ask for trusted financial guidance, right? Why 23% of the U.S. adults ages 18 to 29 already are in student loan debt, already are in credit card debt, right? They got so much bad debt that they don't have access to knowledge like we provide that's going to show them what good debt can do, right? How to leverage assets, how to make smart investments, meaning that if I'm averaging about $10,000 a week from Tava in my Tava e-commerce based business, all from my phone, all from home, $10,000 a month, I should be taking about $2,000 to $5,000 every week, and I shall be getting with some of our educators online. I should be learning how to buy a property. I should be learning how to increase my credit. I should be getting access to funding. I should have capital in my back pocket. I should be expanding my existing businesses. I should be learning how to set up automations and operations. I should learn mortgages. I should learn how to connect with our partners who own their own banks. See, I should be with the greatest tool of leverage is connecting. That's how we do it. That's how you literally financially plan. It's when you take the income that you're making through passive income, through earned income, and you invest in your financial future. See, here's the things why I'm understanding, guys. It's not what we make, it's what we do with what we make. All right. And see, the decisions that you make today will literally be the decisions that your family eat off of tomorrow. So just think of it as a plate. See, this is me. I was a 15-year-old high school dropout. I dropped out of school in 10th grade. I don't have a high school diploma. I don't have a college education. I'm a first generational multiple six-figure earner. I'm really a first generation entrepreneur, serial entrepreneur, successful entrepreneur, right? I'm the first generational wealth builder in my family. One of the things that I said was the decisions and the knowledge and the things that I put in place today will literally be the plate that my children and my children's children eat off of tomorrow. And so I stopped playing with all of these tools that's sitting in front of me. I was like, wait a minute. If the average multimillionaire is a 6-year-old little boy on YouTube all day just sitting down playing with toys, and he's baking in $1 million+ every single year, why do I sit here with the tools that Tava is giving me, the vehicles to health and wellness, the vehicles to financial education, and I'm not leveraging? Come on, I'm not leveraging. I'm not hosting my own Zoom parties. I'm not hosting my own pop-up meetings in my city. I'm not hosting my own living room parties when I'm inviting 4 or 5 families together and let's talk about what we can do to shift our generational, our financial future. Like, why I'm not tapped in? It's my why. And so my why has to become big enough. And so let me tell you guys here, there's power in leverage. All right. Leverage has the power to get you more time, right? Listen to me, save more energy and have greater success while doing less work. So you're going to save time, you're going to save money, and you're going to save energy. What do I mean by that? Well, the average person who starts a business right now that's not in the e-commerce business, guess what? They're thinking about what business to start. Then they're thinking about who's going to buy the product. They're thinking about the marketing material. They're thinking about the brand name. And they're thinking about all this and that. When you can step into Tava right now and choose 1 out of 3 divisions or all 3 and have leverage a vehicle that's already built. See, Mr. Kenny Lloyd understands the power of putting people in position to win. See, we already have great health and wellness products. We already have products that have already made great success for themselves. We got the Vacia, we got the Vale 30, we got the Flare Energy. See, we got all of these things right here that can really set up your health and wellness business as already a business that you don't have to just think about Walmart got products on the shelf. You can become your own product of the product. Then you got TavaVerse over here. Like, if you think about it, if you write down on a piece of paper 20 names of people that you know don't have hard assets, 20 people that you know have less than perfect credit, 20 people that you know are having a hard time with marketing, are having a hard time in mortgage lending and banking. They don't understand how to get into real estate. They don't understand how to even buy their first own property to live in. 20 people that you know connected to 2 other people, 4 other people, and before you know it, you got a game-changing organization. See, you got to think leverage. And he was right. He was right. The greatest currency right now is collaboration. You cannot put a $sign on it. One connection to one person can open doors to your business, to your TavaVerse business, to your Tava lifestyle, health, and fitness business. It can do so much more. And it can take your financial planning to another level. Now, let me get into the planning, because that was just a little just a little intro. But write this down. Number 1, in order to really financial plan, guys, a part of TavaVerse is that you got to understand the power of every platform. All right, the e-commerce business is giving you a way to earn income, and the TavaVerse business is giving you a way to learn while you earn. So not only can you be in a position to earn through TavaVerse as well, but it's the education and the knowledge that you you learn that you go and implement and you take action. See, there's not another company right now that's teaching you hard asset education. There's not another company right now that's literally showing you how to jump in real estate and how to secure and solidify one of the greatest assets of all time, which is real estate. See, I was looking at something the other day, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, if I can be, I was looking at something the other day, and it was my own father's home. Back when my mother and my father went to purchase their home, they saved the ad of the newspaper. They actually saved it. It was in the newspaper, and the home was like, I think it was like maybe $499 or something. It was really low price. But then guess what? Guess what happened? Like right now, when you look at it, it's skyrocketed. So the amount of money that it's worth right now, the value, right? The value is so much. Well, what if I didn't have that knowledge of investing and understanding that would have been a smart investment, right? What if I didn't have the information that TavaVerse is teaching me now, how to make informed decisions about my financial future? Like, what if I didn't understand the power that we're teaching now, how to understand global economic trends and how to take advantages and opportunities as they arrive? Like, what if I didn't understand that? What if I didn't understand that TavaVerse was a platform that anyone who already has a business or who owns real estate or wants business or wants to own real estate is for? It's created for everyone. Right? Like, what if I didn't get the mindset of going from a fix to a growth, understanding really how to trust my financial gut and build my belief? Like, what if I didn't understand these things? What if I said no to the Tava entire opportunity? Well, the products are literally right now detoxifying my body. I feel much energized. I feel much better. I can feel that my body is getting the proper nutrients. My skin, speaking of collagen, I saw we got a big sale right now for the Memorial Day on collagen. Like, my skin is getting the proper nutrients. Like, what if I was going every single day right now at my lowest capacity in my overall health? Come on, what if I was doing that? What if I wasn't leveraging what I had in front of me? How many of you guys can honestly say that you become a product of the product? You're taking your products every single day. You're sharing the opportunity every single day. You're so excited about even the TavaVerse platform. You really don't know how to connect just yet, but you already know you need to lock in, because we got people over here that's solidifying $20,000, $25,000, $50,000, $40,000 in capital funding from banks not even connected to Tava or TavaVerse. It's just by the connection. It's the community that we're building. Oh, you're in this industry. Oh, you do this as well. I need you. It's leverage. I feel real good this morning. I'm fired up and I'm excited because I'm a product of the product. That's how you know my why is big. That's how you know a person's why is big. When you can feel their excitement, when you can feel their energy, because the greatest connection right now is collaboration. And you're sleeping, listen to me, on your financial planning and the future, because you're trying to think about how to make millions, when you need to learn what to do with the thousands that you got. See, a millionaire told me, he said, Breona, it's going to be hard for you to get to billionaire status if you already don't know what you're going to do when you become a multimillionaire. He said, it's not about how much money you make, it's about what you do, what you make with it. So I had to learn how to manage the $100 sales, the $500 sales, the $5,000 sales. And I had to start thinking, how can I live off 10% and invest the rest? How can I live off 10% and invest the rest? Come on. How can I connect with other people, 3 or 4 people a week, and just share the opportunity? Hey, girl. Hey, guy, let me tell you something. You know, I know you're doing a lot of stuff right now, but I got a vehicle for you that will save you time, energy, and money. Give you the opportunity to have your own business from your phone and plug you into industry expert leaders, teaching you how to build your assets and become asset-minded, and teaching you financial education and planning your future. How to take your credit scores from 0 to hero, 500. I've seen scores go from 400, 500 to skyrocketing 6, 7, 800. You guys heard the testimony of Camille. Camille was on Tuesday nights training, and Wednesday, by Thursday, by Friday, she already had 2 checks. See, y'all didn't know that, but the bank said, come pick up 2 checks. Take it to the car lot. Oh, down payment. We don't do down payments. Interest rate, high interest. We don't do high interest. We leverage. We know what seat we're in. We become over the deal. So when we walk in with the check, we know the rules and the regulations to make. We set the demands. We set the trends, because what? We're in power. And so some of you guys right now, I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of things that's to eat away your money is because you don't have a proper system. You're not tapping in to understand how to automate and how to operate a half of your time to get all of that time back, all of that wasted money that you're wasting money on things right now because you're not properly connected. That's the first step of financial planning, connecting to the right resources, the right people that's going to give you the information that you need. And so remember, it's not just about what you earn, it's about what you're learning. It's about what you learn. And so what we're here to do is to make the two become one. How can I earn and learn? Through Tava. Right? So like half of you guys right now, like maybe you, whatever your check was this past Friday, yesterday, how many of you guys took half of that and or a portion of that and said, you know what, I'm gonna put this to the side for my investment property? Because over here in TavaVerse, they're showing people how to structure deals. We're doing pop-ups where we're walking you through. I just sent Dr. Jewel a six unit building that I'm looking to purchase. I already got the banker. We already got the people in-house that's needed to fund the deals. What we waiting on? Come on, what we waiting on? So the first step in financial planning is properly leveraging what you have to build wealth, and that's Tava. Leverage your e-commerce business, leverage the products, leverage TavaVerse, the financial education knowledge. Like leverage it until your mouth get dry. Like keep leveraging it, keep talking about it. You going to the gym every day? What type of nutrients are you taking? Oh, you're not taking no nutrients? Let me send you some samples. Because guess what? Now you posting pictures and videos of you at the gym, but you ain't making no money from it. You're a consumer. Producers say no. That's why most, if you look at the actual industry trend right now, is affiliate marketing. And that's what all of us are here for, affiliate marketing, where we're taking a vehicle that's already established, already built with winning results, and we're going and we're earning as we learn. And so that's the step, guys. That's the goal. And so my name is Breona Anderson, and I am the credit educator over here at TavaVerse. And we're over here, we're making, guys, we got games. I can't even tell you all the testimonies. I don't even know if I can do it or not. I got to find out if it's legal to say it or not over the broadcast, but you got to jump in. So if you're not a part of TavaVerse, if you haven't made a decision to plug in and to enroll into the financial, I don't know a platform at all. Higher education, traditional college is charging you about what, $5,000 to $10,000 per course, per semester, and 6 days a week. We got industry experts coming in, dropping expertise and knowledge that you can implement as soon as possible for $149 per month. I had a person tell me, I don't know if I want to pay $149. I said, oh, I don't want you to pay it. This opportunity ain't for you. You got to be able to commit to coming from a fixed mindset to a growth, period. Somebody say, I can't afford that. No, you can't afford to stay in the same situation. You come on, y'all, if you're in Tava right now, you can't afford to have the same check as you had yesterday. You can't afford to have the same check as you had all these months. See, the check has been low because the leverage has been low, but not after today. You're going to see financial planning on a whole nother level. See, think investments. Camilla she got 2 checks to get 2 cars, a Tesla and a Range Rover, to start her car rental business. That's going to be paying for that. So she can go and get into more debt. She went and invested in equipment that's going to bring her income while doing nothing. I own a car rental business. My husband and I don't have to do nothing. It pays for itself. So not only do I have a business that's paying me to drive around in my luxury vehicles, but it's also putting passive income in my pocket. Somebody say, well, what if the car is getting in a wreck? We got insurance. That's what insurance is for. See, it's leveraging financial education to increase your planning for the future. Meaning you guys right now, you could already be real estate investors. You could jump in right now with a property. Like I was on Candace's, she's our mortgage educator, and she was sharing the power of how you don't have to just buy you can actually build, a building, a duplex, live in one and rent out the other and let it pay for both. And she was like, you don't have to just go buy one that's already up and running and ranky-danky. You can do that. That's what you want to. She was like, but if you want to live in one and you want to live good, let me show you how to build it. She said, let me show you how not to have to pay any money down right now until they get done building it. I was like, this is so good. Like the world needs to know what Tava is doing. And you know how the world is going to know? Because we're going to tell them. All right. So again, guys, my name is Breona Anderson. Just a real quick few announcements. This Tuesday night, coming up, special broadcast, Hour of Power with our CEO, Mr. Kenny Lloyd. Amazing, amazing. We even got a Monday Night Live with Empress Sharita Marie at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Oh, we got a Power Pack week. We got a Wealth Building Wednesday with Miss Lachelle Pierre. Special guest Bonita Billings at 12 noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. And listen, Tava News was sent out Saturday, and it included our Memorial Day special sale. So make sure you guys check your email so that you can leverage 50% off a 6-day supply of our collagen. Only $99. $25 is on sale. And also, guys, don't forget morning encouragement call Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. Central, 7 a.m. Eastern, 4 a.m. Pacific. If you need morning motivations to get up and start your day, every single day you should be motivated. Every single day you should be ready to tackle the day. Every single day you should be ready for Tava. Well, this concludes our Saturday's training, guys. I hope to see you in TavaVerse. I'm gonna turn it back over to you, Mr. Vern.
Listen, I hope y'all get y'all notes. Listen, I hope y'all get y'all notes. Breona, from my heart to your heart, listen, you know when you got it, and you got it. This has been absolutely incredible.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank God for your gift. I thank God for the people that's connected to you, because if they don't know, now they know. I told you guys what's inside of you is going to come out, but I'm just going to go back to two things you said. I know unapologetically today that you are psychologically unemployable.
Come on now.
Okay? You are psychologically unemployable, and it's not what you make, it's what you do with it. Listen, Tava Nation. Listen, Tava Nation's family. Listen, Tava Nation's haters. Listen, everybody that can hear my voice. It's not what you make. It's what you do with what you make. Because impact over income is for me any day. I know that your children's children is going to be blessed, ma'am. I know that the nation is waiting on you. I'm super excited. Listen, this is the last weekend of, this holiday weekend. Who wanted to wake up and do a training? I know I didn't. That was the Vern in me. But the inner me said, you are a financial wellness leader. You get paid to do this every day. You better get up and talk to your village.
Yes.
Thank you for helping out our village.
Thank you.
Listen, I don't ever think I've been this excited about anything.
Thank you.
In a long time. So income is our formula. It's a formula that we can put on. And remember, numbers don't lie. Leverage the tools that's in your hand. So if you guys have not tapped in, it's super time, because I'm just looking at notes, you guys. Hard asset education. People spent a lot of money understanding that. People spent a lot of money leveraging that. We know that this is holiday weekend, so of course, corporate offices are closed, you guys. This is holiday weekend. You know that corporate offices are closed, you guys, and we honor all the sacrifices that individuals have served this company. So in observance of Memorial Day, our corporate offices are closed. Our corporate team does need rest and relaxation. But Breona, I'm so grateful. I thank you. Y'all, y'all know them hours, we'd be like, training 30 minutes. It'd be hard to do 30 minutes. We could do another 45 minutes. And I'm good.
Thank you. It was an honor. Thank you for having me on today. I really, really enjoyed it. And thank you for your training as well. Just really reiterating, the SMART goals, and, really having that mindset to plan for your future is so important. So I thank you so much.
Thank you. Now, where are you located?
I'm in Orlando, Florida. I'm traveling right now. I'm out of the state, but I'm located in Orlando, Florida.
Nice. Well, guys, you got it firsthand. You've seen her today, but every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Eastern time,
7
Central time. Yeah, Central time. You have access, and let me tell y'all, if y'all don't get on it, you're crazy. So let me clear my calendar because I'm normally out in these Georgia streets on Tuesday nights, but I'm gonna have to do some shuffling because what's important to you has to show up. And like I said, you guys, we're in the middle of a rough time in what we know. And so what TavaVerse is teaching us, we need to know. That's the only reason why we're not in the game the way that we're in the game, because we didn't have the information. Now the information is in your face. What you gonna do with it?
Right. Love
what
it.
You gonna do with it? So Tuesday, 6 p.m. Central time, you guys can hang out with her and listen. With that, I'm hungry. Rock just texted me talking, I'm about to go eat too. I'm hungry. Let's go ahead and go, you guys. Hopefully we've done and said something that's empowering you, inspiring you, and you're going to be intentional with the information. With that, I am Vern Gwynn out of Atlanta, Georgia, with the one and only Miss Breona Anderson. You guys have an amazing holiday weekend. Take care and God bless.
Pass it down, I'm talking generational wealth. I'm not new to it, I'm true to it. Trailblazing, I ain't new to it, I'm true to it. That's dedication to the team. Living a dream, come profit with me. Made it mean I'm selling it coffee and tea. Grinding just like coffee beans. Living up my community. Now I need more assets and less liabilities. Gonna buy the whole block up, and it's all because of Tava, yeah. Turn nothing into something with a mindset of abundance where